After spending many hours searching on the internet for old photographs of Montauk, I managed to find some old United States Coast Guard images on a forum at the Energetic Forum, and the original thread was about Nikola Tesla, but also includes old air photos of Montauk. The thread was called, Tesla's Wireless Electricity Transmission. This photo taken during World War II, and the box marked the letter A shows two short roads leading which mark the location of some radio antennas. The letter B marks a small private residence, with a circular turnaround road in the front garden and a large car park, and this site may have a concealed entrance to a large underground base located beneath the hill. The box mark C shows two tunnel entranceways near Montauk Point Lighthouse. The area marked D shows two roads with turnaround circles, which come to a stop at the base of a hill, and these turnarounds may mark the entranceways to an old underground quarry. This hill is located in the U.S. Army's Camp Hero area. The area marked D could be the site of a disused underground quarry, which could have been used by the local developer Carl Fisher, who built many of the landmark buildings in Montauk, and the stone may have come from a quarry near Montauk Point. The U.S. Army may have taken over this quarry and could have used it to store ammunition, as the U.S. military were very concerned when war broke out, that the Nazis may stage an invasion of Montauk Point, and carry out attacks against towns on Long Island. When the war ended and the U.S. Army withdrew from Montauk Point, they may have blown up the entranceways into this old underground quarry, and it has remained sealed ever since. This image shows a close-up of the underground bunker near Montauk Point, and it shows the two entranceways leading into a mound of earth, which may conceal an entranceway leading into an underground base located to the southwest of the present-day restaurant. The above aerial photograph was taken in 2001, and I have marked where one of the tunnel entranceways, which now has been demolished at Montauk Point, west of the Montauk Lighthouse and Restaurant. The cross marks the location of the bunker shown in the previous photo. In this photograph it shows the private residence which may have been used by the U.S. Navy during World War II, and it shows the faint outline of the turning circle, still visible in the front garden, plus this photo also shows the old square-shaped car park located just to the left of the turning circle. What's odd about this private residence is it has a turning circle outside the front of the house, plus just to the left of the turning circle is a large car park, which is about 4 to 5 times the size of the house, and is designed to accommodate a large number of vehicles. The turning circle allows staff cars to arrive and drop off officers visiting this underground base. This private residence may have served as an administration office for the U.S. Navy, but it could have also housed a secret entranceway leading into an underground base located beneath this building. One sign this building may have housed a secret entranceway into an underground base is its oversized car park, where senior naval officers could park their staff cars. During the 1980s, I discovered this building may have served as old people's home, but its current use is unknown. Above shows a clearer picture of the house or building located next to the Montauk Highway, with its turnaround circle and its large square-shaped car park. The A arrow points towards the main house, B arrow shows a large building next the house, and C arrow shows a rectangular shaped building. Located to the right of this building is a footpath which can be clearly seen in the air photo, and it leads to the Montauk Highway, and according to some sources, the U.S. Navy used Montauk Manor located as accommodation for U.S. Navy personnel who worked at Montauk Point, and they may have traveled by bus from the Montauk Manor and driven to the underground bases located at Montauk Point. The buses may have stopped to drop off Navy personnel at this building and walk along the footpaths and into the buildings. Returning to the bunker close to the coastline at Montauk Point, I couldn't understand why the U.S. Navy would build a bunker so close to the coastline, where it could be at risk of flooding. After doing some searching on the internet, I discovered a map, where highlights the undersea telephone lines, which run under Blockhouse Sound from Montauk Point, and onto Rhode Island. The two arrows in this photo show the entranceways to the bunker. This bunker may have housed a secret underground telephone exchange, which connected telephone lines between New York and Boston. The U.S. military may have been secretly eavesdropping on telephone calls between Boston and New York, in an attempt to catch Nazi spies or saboteurs. This may explain why no one has come forward about the existence of this underground telephone exchange, as it may have been used to conduct illegal wiretaps on suspected Nazi spies and saboteurs during World War II. Like the Nazi supporters at Camp Siegfried on Long Island. Some years ago I found a magazine article about a German spy ring operating in Brooklyn, New York, and when war broke out in 1941, the FBI arrested many of them and most of them spent the war in jail. This is an old Coast Guard aerial photograph taken during World War II, which shows a wider area of Montauk Point. By studying these old aerial photographs and various websites on the history of Montauk, I believe much of the land north of the Montauk Highway was under the control of the U.S. Navy and most of the land south of the Montauk Highway was under the control of the U.S. Army. This underground base located at Montauk Point could have been under the control of the U.S. Navy, and it may have been used by the Office of Naval Intelligence, who could have been operating the secret telephone exchange, and they were listening into the telephone calls between Boston and New York. This is a photo of the underground telephone exchange located beneath Dover Castle in southern England, and this telephone exchange may be similar to the one located in the bunker beneath Montauk Point. After the war ended, the naval personnel may have removed all of the telephone equipment, burned all the paperwork, and they were sworn to secrecy about the role they played during the war at this underground bunker. So this video provides some evidence for the existence of a number of underground bases and bunkers at Montauk Point, where these installations may have been used to conduct secret eavesdropping operations on telephone calls between New York and Boston. According to Preston Nichols and Peter Moon, the Nazi scientists who worked at the Brookhaven National Labs, reopened some of these old underground bases, and used them to conduct highly unethical and illegal medical and mind control experiments.